Emotional issues such as poverty, racism, and homophobia, and finally substance abuse. An estimated 620 youth are under 18 and another 1,300 adults 18 to 21 are homeless in Seattle and King County at any time. There are many resources for homeless youth and adults in the Seattle area and all over the United States. The government has been helping these agencies for many years. Congressman Joe Courtney announces more than $1.7 million in grants for homelessness prevention programs was given in eastern Connecticut. The grants from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, known as HUD, will fund 14 projects through the department's supportive housing and shelter plus care programs. Last year's survey in Vancouver, Washington, those are some pictures. Okay. Last year's survey in Vancouver, Washington states that the county's homeless population was tabbed at 1,093, and 60% of those people had children. The Washington State Legislature passed the Homeless Housing and Assistance Act in the spring of 2005, directing local governments to develop 10-year homeless plans, which shall be aimed at eliminating homelessness with a minimum goal of 50% by July 1st, 2015. U.S. Senator Marie Cantwell announces that 16 Washington projects will receive a grand total of $37,700,917 in grants for the development of continuum of care programs for the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Continuum of care programs are coordinated, community-based efforts to address homelessness by examining needs and building programs that address those needs. Grants under this program were competitively awarded to applicants across the nation. U.S. Senator Marie Cantwell says, "I applaud the Department of Housing for these critical investments addressing homelessness in Washington State. During hard economic times, it is critical that we ensure that the neediest in our community have somewhere to turn." William H. Gates Sr. says, "Homelessness is not really the problem we need to fix. Homelessness is a symptom. It's a part of a massive, ever-changing constellation of problems." Quoted from a December 2009 oral survey, "Street culture is like real life. It's about finding the right clique, and it's all about family." From ages 19 to 22, let's just keep going. Next one. That was me when I was homeless and on drugs. I was only about 115 pounds, and that's the end of it. That's right when I got clean. That's when I hit rock bottom. From ages 19 to 22, I was homeless and on drugs. It was definitely a hard time in my life, but I learned a lot through this time. I feel that I am a woman today because of these trials and tribulations that I overcame. I am now going to school to help the people on the street. I want to dedicate my life to help people who are enduring similar hardships I encountered during my battle with homelessness. I become very upset and sad when I see the homeless people on the street. I know how hard it is to get out of that situation. I know how lonely and degraded you feel on the side of the road asking for change or leftovers, anything to help. I want to be the person to them that I needed when I was on the street. As I said before, I chose to speak on the topic homelessness because there are many reasons which would result in people becoming homeless. Also, there are many grants to help the homeless, and finally, I have experience in this area. I hope that through this speech I've educated you on homelessness. Sometimes it takes looking at things with a different perspective in order to empathize and not judge. Thank you.